Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja Geracsek and I will be animating a little illustration that was made by Stina Jones. We discussed us collaborating on this design a fair while back, and I finally got around to starting on it, and I'll show you what it is. Let me just open up my Instagram, which incidentally I am not logged into. Excellent. So that'll just take a moment. I don't know why I don't prepare these things. I do most of the time, but sometimes I forget that I want to do a certain thing, and then yeah. Oh, I can't remember the login details. This is excellent. Hi, Stina! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Okay, let me have a quick think. Oh, okay. Let me check. Okay. I think this is it. No, that was the wrong password. Maybe I just mistyped that. Excellent. Okay, I'm now to actually show you what it is that I wanted to show you. I'm going to go to Stina Jones's profile on Instagram, and I'm going to turn around Instagram Live so you can see what I'm talking about, and I'm also going to show you over on Twitch and YouTube. This is Stina Jones. She's an illustrator, a graphic designer, and character doodler, as she says about herself. And a long while back, this is the character, this is the glitch version. So a long while back, I contacted Stina because I love her illustrations. And I suggested if she wanted me to animate one of them, because I am a motion designer, and sometimes I even call myself a motion animator, because I don't often create my own designs. The little Sonja character that you always see in the beginning and the end of my live streams, I have designed her myself, and I've designed other characters, but I'm not primarily an illustrator. I'm a graphic designer. I do this sort of layout thing here that you see. I sometimes also do print layouts and stuff like that, but I'm not an illustrator, and I like, it's easier for me to focus on one skill, which is animation for me. And yeah, so I've contacted Stina, and she suggested to animate this little character. It's her only comment on that, or description. So I don't know if this is his name or if that's just what he does. He chomps on stuff. But she sent me the files over, and luckily she's also set them up already, ready for animation, which is so nice. I just want to make a few more changes before I jump into animation. So what I've done so far is separate these ear hairs in case I do any type of morphing with the puppet tool. These little hair type things, they wouldn't morph nicely. So I removed them, and also the body currently is one thing, and I think I want to separate out, again, these little hairs and these little I don't know, these spike things, just in case. I probably want this little guy to be bouncing up and down, and I probably want these little hairs to move with the wind. So that's why I'm going to have to remove them, and there's quite a bit to it, because there is this shade, and there is also this highlight here that I just clicked on. So there's quite a bit of stuff that's part of this body, which is actually one giant thing, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to separate these, and the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to just break this apart, and I'm pretty sure there is probably a shortcut for this, but I can just click this little icon. I think you cannot see it in the preview. I'll need to move this down a little more. So up here is this little icon where I can separate two vector points. So I'm going to do that. Hello, welcome to the stream. But that removes that spiky part of that design. So let's see what I can do with that. Not much, to be honest. I guess I'm going to have to replicate it. So I'm going to just bring this back, and instead of duplicating that, instead of separating that, I'm just going to duplicate this part. Yeah, I'm going to paste this in place, and now I have this as a separate part. It doesn't appear exactly the same way, but I think we can get away with it. And what else? I want this and the highlight to be part of this new thing that we just created. So I'm going to group those. That's now part of this, but it looks slightly different, which isn't great. So I want this. Yeah, the thing is, it's creating this spike. Well, I guess what I can do, okay, I'll do it differently. I'll go back, and instead of working with strokes, I'm going to change this to outlines, and then I can actually work with this design as it is with the little spiky parts. Because I think otherwise... Hello, welcome to the stream. Is the video frozen? The video is frozen, I hear from the chat. The video should not be frozen. That would be very sad if it was. But apparently it is working. So I just checked my own stream there. Streamception. I'm going to leave that again. Yeah, it should not be frozen. Hopefully... Oh, but that comment is coming from Periscope. So, what is my YouTube channel? This is my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you are on any other platform and it's not working well for you on Twitch or YouTube, which you can see in the chat in just a moment, and then, yeah. And then you should be able to see that. There are so many typos in that message just then. Sorry about that. Trying to type while simultaneously on stream is not great. Okay, so as I was saying, instead of using this as lines, I'm going to change this to outlines. And I guess I have to go to Object, Expand Appearance, and then it's exactly what appeared as those lines, and that way I can actually separate them, which incidentally it has already done, I think. Not exactly. There is some overlapping lineage going on, but I guess it's still a connected path. Now, actually, I'm gonna undo that in case I want to go back. I'm going to create a duplicate of that, so in case I don't like how that's gonna work, So right now I'm still experimenting. I'm in the experimentation phase of how I want to approach this project. Sometimes you have a clear idea of where you want to go, and then you realize technically it's not possible, or it just doesn't work the way expected. So that does not mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you're a bad designer. It's just part of the experimentation and conceptualization. Okay. Why am I so bright? My camera seems to think I need to be very, very white. I don't know why that is. I think this is better. But I think slowly it's turning brighter and brighter again. Okay. So, now we have this expanded little thing, and what I want to do is I want to break up this part from this part, okay? So right now they're kind of overlapping and doing a weird thing, so I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm only going to focus on one part, meaning I'm just going to get rid of these points. And I don't want to delete them. I mean, I could delete them and then just close them again, but I'm just going to be careful in how much I remove. So I'm not going to delete this and create open paths. Actually, maybe one open path I do need to create, and I think I can just get rid of this one, because then I can close this off up. So in that case, I can remove these, and excellent, I can just close this off right here. And now there's a little line down here, which, oh yeah, that was the little hair bit. Okay, let's bring that hair bit up to the top, and then, excellent. So that worked great. Now I just need to get rid of all of these, and actually, since I know what I want to remove and it didn't cause any problems deleting those anchor points, I can just go ahead and mark all of these, and then I'm going to just to have that bottom part of the line. Okay, so I don't want this funny overlapping business. What I do want is just to close this off, I think. Yeah, I think if I close this off, oh, it doesn't want to. Okay, that sometimes happens when it's below something. Yeah, okay, great. So, and then in theory, what I can do is grab all of these parts, the highlight and the shadow of this hair thing. Where's the highlight? Is at the top here. So these three parts are now, I'm going to group them. And now I'm going to see if I can rotate them the way I expect. So I'm expecting this to work sort of like an arm. So I wanted to probably rotate from here. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I can already see the yellow part is still part of the body. So I'm going to have to split that off as well. So the body is one entire part, and I want this part to actually be separate. So I'm going to grab that too. And first I'm just going to copy paste it. And that went terribly, but that's okay. Because really all I is those three. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I need. And then I can probably go up here and just create a little circular thing that will allow me to rotate this. Okay, so I have it now. I'll put it below, inside my group. And now I'm going to remove this, okay? So, I probably need to hide what is above because it's not letting me access the anchor point. So I'm going to remove that. Yep. just making sure that it's exactly the thing I want to do instead of breaking something. All right, now I'm going to grab this and rotate it and see how that works. Okay, that's already not working great because we see the end of that. So I will probably have to go around this and add a, I suppose like an outline all around it. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm not going to I'm not going to worry about that just now. Sorry for anybody who can't see the stream properly because it's frozen. Some platforms might have issue with that. It might also be my internet connection. It is possible that is temporarily dropping out. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, it's working great on Twitch. Thanks for letting me know. I think YouTube should also be working well. I think Periscope is the issue. So if you do want to watch the stream without it being frozen, then I advise you to head over to YouTube or Twitch where it's not frozen. Okay, so where were we? I removed that little part, so I'm not going to worry about that outline just now. I'm going to continue separating all of the rest of these. So this is already a separate little thing, which is great. Yeah, because then I don't need to recreate it. Okay, I'm just going to take it out of the body group. And then I need to remove this. The reason I'm being so slow right now is because I really want to make sure that I'm not breaking this design. It's not like I can't go back. I always keep a design. I always keep the original design from the designer. So if anything happened, I can always go back and bring back the work on the original file, either in Illustrator or in After Effects. I always create a copy of each design that I work on, or composition or whatever it is. So yeah, it's not like it's lost, but yes, I don't want to keep redoing things if I do it wrong. So that's why I'm being very slow and very meticulous in the way I'm preparing this right now. And I don't know if there's a shadow. There's probably a shadow which I've just hidden. Yeah, that's it. So this is the little shadow bit that needs to go there, and this is the little highlight bit that needs to go above. So it's this. Oh, what is this one? Oh yeah, that's the yellow. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna group that. That's the next one. Wait, what is this? Oh, right. Okay, it was turned off. I don't know why. Fine. But I am going to close this path as well. But I need to hide this because it's not letting me access this. Okay, so I want to close this path and also create a little circular shape so that I can give it a little bit of white space when I'm moving it around. So now I want to test that again. I'm using the rotation tool, and I probably do want it to rotate from this top here, maybe. Yeah, of course, I also need to remove... but we're missing... No, we're not missing anything, but I don't know if I have both of these here. Oh yeah, really? There's a way to do symmetrical? How do I do that? That would be cool to see. I mean, I haven't prepped the other side yet, but that would be interesting to know. I don't know if these are designed the same way, but I suppose I can use them the same way. Ooh, okay, that looks super weird. Oh, I see, you want to know. I thought you were telling me. No, I don't think so. I mean, you can replicate something easily. If you go to O and then hold Shift and Alt, you can... Oh, no, now I'm dragging. I did not want to drag. So hit O and then Shift Alt. You can... No, I don't want to move it. God damn it. I think I'm doing this wrong. O. Okay. So first drag, you can hold Shift, and then if I hold Alt, it will create a duplicate. So then I would have the same as the others, only flipped over. So that's how you can replicate something, but I don't know of a way when I'm rotating that I can rotate two sides at the same time in a symmetrical way. It might be possible. I don't know though. But yeah. Okay, so now I also need to get rid of this path here. It's good to know Illustrator. I mean, I'm not an illustrator, pun not intended. I'm not an illustration artist, so I may not know Illustrator to the depths that other illustration artists or illustrators do, but in order to use Illustrator files, you do need to know a little bit about Illustrator to be able to incorporate them into your After Effects motion graphics animation. So even just the thing that I'm doing now, just cleaning up the files, prepping them for illustration, setting up layers so that you can import them correctly into After Effects. Those are some things that motion designers generally need to know in order to work comfortably within After Effects and Illustrator subsequently. You can also create shapes in After Effects. That is also true. But because After Effects is primarily an animation software, unless you're doing very simple graphics, like there are things that you can do. I'll just go to my own channel and I can show you something. It's so funny seeing my own stream live as I'm live. So some things that you can do in After Effects that you don't need to design prior in Illustrator are things like these, like titles and lower thirds and these sort of graphic and text elements. I usually go straight into After Effects and create these, so I don't prepare anything in Illustrator. Sometimes for the conceptualization, just to see how things work, I do some stuff in Illustrator first. But again, for more complex animation, it's really something like this. The whole thing, it's very difficult to create in After Effects directly, especially since what Stina has done here, she has these well, they're not brushes. What are they? Width profiles, right? So the width of this stroke becomes thinner at the beginning and at the end of the stroke and is thicker in the middle. So these are certain style options that you don't have in After Effects. These are kind of shortcuts for illustration that you can achieve in Illustrator that you can't achieve in After Effects, or not as easily, at least. It's also certain align options. Yeah, it's just, there are just two different types of software, basically. And it's good to know it. But like I said, there is, step by step. You don't need to know everything in order to even start. So you can definitely just kind of jump in, play around. There's also plenty of free illustration websites where you can just grab an Illustrator file, play with it, and use it for animation. So it's not like you have to be an Illustrator pro. Ow, I just hit myself in the teeth. Ha, too excited about my tea. Yeah, sure. Send me a DM or send a link. Leave a link in the comments, and I'd be happy to look at your work anytime. So, let's continue with our little monster, Chomp. Should I call him Chomp? He's Chomp from now on. So let's continue with Chomp. What was I doing on the other side? Right, I expanded this so that these little prickly bits stay the way we want them to stay. And also these little hair bits, I guess. I also want them to be outside of this group. Because at the end of all of this setting up, I'm going to have to split all of this up into layers to be able to animate it. So, and I kept this just in case. And what is this anyway? That's just a random point. We can get rid of that. This is also a random point that we can get rid of. And I guess both of these sides are supposed to be the same. So I guess I can just grab these two like I did earlier, and so while holding Alt and Shift, and then I can move them over here and align them like so. And then I can get rid of the extra, the extra points here that I don't need. Yes, this character is super cute. Stina did such a great job in designing this little guy. So cute. And you know what? I don't like this. This is not relevant for the illustration, but I don't like that the vector points are just like hanging around here. So I'm just going to get rid of those. And I want to, I can get rid of that because I duplicated that. So that can go, and this can go as well, I guess. But what I do need, oh no, wait, what I do need is this, I suppose. Yeah, because this is still a line. And I need to get rid of this. Okay. And so now, probably what I want, if I turn this back on, okay, it goes all the way to the top. So really, I just need this. So I don't need this anymore. What I do need is this. I want to get rid of this anchor point. And I probably, yeah, let's just, I'm going to remove this, and then I guess I can just, I'm going to put this in the center of, well, maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of those points, because now I'm going to need them anyway, but it's okay. I'm going to, oops, I did a wrong thing, hang on. Okay, what I want is grab this whole thing, hit O, and then rotate. And now it's kind of weird. But no, this is the right way. I can probably get rid of this one and just join these two together. Like that. Because that's really all I need from the body. And then when I turn these back on, it looks like nothing happened. Although this looks a little funny here. So maybe I need to bring this up to be up at the top here. And maybe adjust the curve a little bit. Because it needs to align with this. But I'm still not sure if this is going to work in the animation because, oh, that was wrong. Because, No, I just realized something. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work in the animation because it's going to reveal that this line ends there. So actually, let's turn these off again. These lines need to go all the way to the top. And I think I want to change this line with this, what is it, the width profile? Can I grab this width profile and change it? That would be great. I don't know if I can. There's a way to do that. I think it's with the width tool. Okay. No. Whoops. How do I access this? Shift W. Okay. Can I somehow, with the width tool, adjust this line? That's what I would like to do. Add stuff, just a double click. Okay. But then this is not going to allow me to adjust from the width profile that already exists. I wonder if anybody knows how to change this existing width profile. That would be great, because I'm not able to change it. This is just for fun. This is just a collaboration between me and Stina Jones, who's this artist. You can find her on Instagram and on Twitter, and she creates these beautiful illustrations, and we've decided to collaborate a while ago, a really long time ago actually, and I finally got to do that, so I decided to animate this on stream. So it's really just for fun. It's not a commission. I like working with other artists, especially since I'm not an illustrator myself, and it's great if I can animate somebody else's illustration. So okay, how can I change this width profile? Oh, okay, it's telling me the width profile. So it's 1, it's 0 and 0, but it's not 0, is it? Okay, and it's 3.5 on this side. Oh, I see. Okay. And the width is 7. All right, okay, I know what I need to do. So I need to go 0, 0, total width 7. No, that's definitely wrong. Okay, I want this 0, 0. Is this gonna work if I do this? No, that's not what I want. I want this to be 0. Why is that not working? Why can't I make those 0 and the total width 7? Or am I just adjusting this? Perhaps I'm just adjusting this. Oh, I see. Oh, but that's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Right. Well, I definitely wanted to go down to 0, but way faster than, like, on this side. You know? Why can I not do that? Well. This is not what I want at all. Flip along. Well, I want both sides to be according to this profile, you know, similar to this. Maybe I'll just use this. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go with 0, 0 on both sides, because this is... Oh, it's this, essentially. It's not exactly the same, but close enough. Okay, now I I guess I want this to go all the way to here. I wonder, no, I can't add a stroke all the way around because then you'll be able to see it at the top, and I don't want it to be seen at the top. So actually, I'm probably gonna do something like this. I mean, it depends how difficult is it to get into a studio. It depends on what kind of studio you want to get into, what kind of work you like to do. It's very hard to say from just that statement because all studios do different work. There are small studios and big studios, so it really depends on a whole lot of different factors. Oops, don't want to change that. Actually, I guess I can get rid of this. Okay, so maybe I'll round this off a little bit. I think this is just for my personal satisfaction, so I'm gonna get rid of that and round this off a little bit, and then let's see. And I suppose I want this guy to end up here-ish. And did I give this more anchor points? No, I did not. So I suppose I want this to go something like this. Maybe I want this to be straight, so it doesn't... Yeah, that works. All right, and then this one can also have this. And now I need to adjust this anchor point to be here. Great. Now this is looking like a workable shape. These back on. I hope I didn't break anything. I did break something. No. Okay. So it's supposed to go along this line. So I made it way too fat apparently. So I'm going to undo everything I just did. Bring it back to where it was, and I'm going to turn on whatever it was that I turned on that showed me where this needs to go. It was this. Okay, so I need to look at this so that I know what shape this this arc needs to take. And I'm going to just add another anchor point to here. And this is about right, but it's not right. Whoops, I do not want to change that. I want to change this handle. But now it's looking kind of blobby. Okay, tell you what. Different approach. Different approach. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to just take these anchor points that I already have, vector points, not anchor points. And I'm just going to copy paste them and then add that stroke, and then I have exactly what I want. So let's copy, Control-Shift-V, and now I have this shape. And now I can just, with the eyedropper tool, can just grab that. And then I can add, instead of a uniform, I can add this, which is approximately the shape of the original stroke. And then, where is it? I can remove that one, I suppose. Oh, I cannot. Why does that look weird? That's not good. Oh no, they're two separate strokes. Well, I did not foresee that happening. Okay, I suppose I'm gonna have to connect these strokes Ah, yes, they were not connected. That's okay. That's all right. I don't want this on. I can just connect these. There we go. There we go. Now we've got that shape. Why is there this weird... It's like a weird black... like a little step. Why is that? Is this because this is not rounded? I suppose so. Oh, it's not connected. What? That's strange. What is this extra point here? We don't want this extra point. But now I want this to be like that. Okay, excellent. That is almost somewhere where we can do something with it. Okay, our original design. This is not lining up, which I am confused by, seeing as it goes exactly around our design. I'm surprised that it's not aligning. Oh, it's also not aligning here. I see. Okay, so we just need to change the alignment a little bit. But I think regardless, my idea might not exactly work the way I had anticipated it, because if I rotate this, I'm always going to see this change. So I don't know if I can ever make this work. Going to set it up anyway. Need to move this a little higher. Yeah, it's this little bit. And I guess it needs to go a little higher here as well. Let's see. Let's just see how much it works in the design. And if it doesn't, oh well. But we're gonna try and make it work anyway. And I'm going to also move this up here so it has a larger surface area. This one hasn't been closed off yet. So oh, I have closed that off. That's probably from the dark line. Okay, and then I have some... I think this is from this top or this one. And that's this one. Excellent. So I have all of the little bits and pieces. Welcome to the stream. Yay. Okay. So now I have everything set up the way I wanted to, and I need to explode this group, which means I can go to release layer sequence. It creates all of these different layers, and now I have to name them, because if I now import these layers the way they are into After Effects, they are going to be named exactly what they are named here, and I don't want my layers to be named layer 28, 27, 26, 25, and so on. So I'm going to rename them, and I also want them to be relevant to the body. So actually maybe I'll rename them all body and whatever else. So let's say I have a neat little trick for that. What else is on the right? This is on the right. This is on the right. And this is on the right. And all the other ones are on the left. So I have a script file that if you're interested in this and would like to receive this, you can subscribe to my mailing list. And this is part of the perks. For my mailing list subscribers, it's a little script that used to be on one of the Adobe forums. It's not a script that I made by myself. It's someone else's work, but unfortunately it is lost in the history of Adobe forums because they've, I don't know, redone the forum structure, and now you can't find it. And I seem to have the only version of this script. So yeah, it's a free resource that you can plug into your Illustrator. I actually explain in one of my classes, my very first class, how to be more efficient in After Effects, how to plug in the script and use the script in Illustrator. And basically I set it up with a shortcut with actions in Illustrator. There's in Illustrator you can create actions which are shortcuts in Illustrator, and mine is Shift F2, and then it runs this script. So the script is in a certain location and it can be called by Illustrator via this shortcut. And now I can rename all of the layers that are turned on right now, and I'm going to call them body, right, and then it's going to give them a number sequence, but I'm actually going to rename that, but now I don't have to repeat body right for each one of these layers. So this one is, actually I'm going to start with the top and go, oh, I can't do that because they are layered in such a way. Can I move this up? Okay, and this one. And this one at the bottom. Okay, that doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna put these little hair bits at the bottom after all. All right, so this is bottom. No, I will call it fluff, and then B for bottom. I hope that's gonna make sense later. And this is also fluff. This is top, T for top, and this is hair top, and this is hair bottom. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the other layers on the other side. And this is not quite where it should be, huh? I wonder if I have the same issue here. Yeah, I can move this up just a tad, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna turn these off. Script again. Welcome to the stream. And I'm going to call this body left. And yeah, that's it. And now this is the fluff bottom. This is the fluff top. And this is the hair top. And this is the hair bottom. And now I can turn all of these on. I have multiple eye layers and I have multiple mouth layers, which is a great help. So cute. Okay, and now I think I have everything set up that I can animate it separately. I'm not yet sure if my setup is going to work exactly the way I'm anticipating, but at least having it set up beforehand, I have the option of doing it this way. If it's going to work out, we're going to find out. But it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared with these with this Illustrator setup before animation, because if you end up not setting up enough, you're going to have to go back into your Illustrator file. That can cause issues with updating the file when it's already in After Effects, and so on and so forth. So yeah, think of that before you're setting up your Illustrator file. And I think I'm going to leave it here for now. The file is now the Illustrator scene. It's kind of a scene. It's just one character, but it's still a scene. It's ready for animation, so I'm going to continue this in the next stream, and I'll see what kind of fun thing I can come up with this little guy. Thanks for joining me on Scream. I keep And if you would like to support me, I think my camera is out of focus. Has my camera been out of focus the entire time? Sad. Am I in focus again? I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, cool. I'll just be out of focus then. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to turn Instagram around so you can see me for this final goodbye. Yeah, if you would like to support me, please follow me and subscribe to my various platforms. I'd very much appreciate that. And if you would like to become part of the class, you can head over to my Patreon and support me in that way. Or you can subscribe to my newsletter where you'll be part of the class as well, receiving project files, learning materials, free classes, and all that good stuff. So go ahead and do that. If you enjoyed this video and perhaps you're watching this in replay on my YouTube channel, give it a like. I would much appreciate that, and I hope to see you next time. I will not be streaming this Friday as I usually do. I will be on holiday. Yay! Holiday! I'm not going very far. The corona situation is still kind of weird here in Germany, so I won't be going very far. I will be staying in Germany. I will be staying safe. I'll be in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, so not a lot of human contact. But I am leaving on Friday, so there won't be a stream, and also not for the week following, but I will most likely be streaming the week after that, the week of the 17th of August. So unless anything changes, I'll let you know on my social media. Other than that, I will see you then. Hope to see you back in the classroom. Until then, bye!